Boys and girls, it's Ms. E, and we're going to get started on our demo. So we're going to be working on one of your 9 by 12 pieces of paper, just like this, and we're going to be doing just the pencil drawing of this today. If you want to either print out the instruction sheet or just pull it up on your computer, you can follow along with that. We're going to be doing the drawing that you see here. So I'm going to move this out of the way. So I'm starting with my paper. The first thing I want to do is I want to get my guidelines. So I'm going to be folding this. So we're going to fold it in half long ways this way. And then we're going to open it back up. And then you're going to fold it again in half this way. And then you're going to fold it one more time. So we're going to have 8 total boxes when we're done. So it will look something like this. All right, so now it's probably not so easy to see some of these guidelines, so I am going to just mark them so you can see it a little bit easier on the video. I do not want you to mark yours because you don't want to see these pencil lines through your face or your drawing. I'm just doing it so you can see it a little bit easier on the video. All right, so now that we have our 8 equal rectangles, we're going to start by drawing the first side of our face. And if you look at the guidelines, we're going to use these boxes. So the face starts in just a little bit in off of the middle line, and then it's going to go down straight through the first 2. So I'm going to take my pencil, and you can really draw lightly for this part. So if you make a mistake, you can erase. I'm going to draw kind of heavier so you can see the line that I'm pulling. So it goes down to that second box. So all I do is run a parallel line. It goes to the middle, so that middle fold. Then here is where your chin is going to start to curve, and it goes right to that third box. So I'm going to go from here all the way over here. And if your chin is more of an angle, like if you have a pointier chin, yours might be more angled. If you have a rounder face, you might curve it more. My face is kind of in between that, so I'm just going to kind of curve it, and your chin should end up right at that third line down. So there's my third crease. So it comes straight down and then it curves. And then I'm going to add my neck. So my neck is going to start here, and it's going to curve slightly, about halfway through that box there. So I've got my half of my face already in. Now the next section, you're going to use the guidelines and the guide drawing here. And your ear, we'll start with the ear. The ear fills up this whole second box like that. And then the eye, if you look at where the eye sits right on this crease here. So that first crease down, and it's almost kind of in the middle here. So I'm going to make a little mark here and a little mark here, and then I'm just going to sort of sketch that eye shape in. And it's kind of like a rainbow up this way, and then that U shape underneath it. And you can kind of like play with the eye shape. If you have smaller eyes, your eyes, you know, you might make them a little smaller. If you have larger eyes, it might be larger. So I'm just going to pencil that in there. And remember, we're only drawing half of our face, so you're only going to see half of the nose. And for the nose, all I want to do is just mark half of that, and then this part here, and then maybe a little line for that part of your nose. You don't have to get into drawing all the nostrils and stuff. A couple little lines is all that you need. Then the mouth is going to be in the center. Again, you're only seeing half of the mouth, so I'm going to draw the middle line first, and then sort of the bottom part of the lip, and then the top part of the lip. And you're only going to see half. And then if you have freckles or any other markings, I have a mole on my chin, so I'm going to add that little mole right there because it's me. And then we're going to start adding in some more details. So now you see the next box down starts to get into where the eye is and eyebrow and any details that you want to add, like earrings and stuff like that, the curve of your ear. So now I'm going to start penciling in the shape of my eye. Now your pupil should fit in that eye. The circle should fit in the center. It should touch the bottom of the eye. It should touch the top of the eye. Where things start looking weird is if you have an eye that looks like this and you start doing a circle in the middle, it makes you look like you're really scared and your eyes are like really bugging out of your head. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that that colored part of your eye, the iris, fits that whole circle, and then the center part is the part that is the pupil, and that would be colored in black. Then if you want to add in a line to make it look a little more realistic, you can add the top part of your eyelid, add a few eyelashes, sort of like that. Boys, you have eyelashes too. Don't be afraid to put eyelashes in. It's not going to make you look like a girl unless you put a million of them and color them really dark. It's not going to happen. So then once you have that, then you're going to start to fit in the last details, eyebrows, hair. So my eyebrow fits right above here, and it's kind of a straight line, and then you kind of have some short little pencil strokes for the hair. Again, you don't have to get super detailed on that. Just keep it kind of simple. And then your hair, you're not going to see a whole lot of it. Boys, if you have short hair, you're only going to see a tiny bit. Girls, if you have longer hair, you might have it come across this way, and then it might come into the other side over that line just a little bit. I'll just have my hair kind of coming down the side this way. And I have long hair, so it's going to come all the way down. And now you see why you don't want to have these lines in there, because now you see how they kind of show up through here. So that's why I don't want you guys to draw those lines in. All right, so now that I have all that done, give myself an earring. I usually wear hoop earrings, so I'm going to add that last detail. Okay, now that we have that pencil line in, now I'm going to do the lettering for my name. You could do your first name, you could do your last name, totally up to you. Don't start like creating different words and things though, just keep it to your name. So I'll just do Ms.E. So to do if you know how to draw letters, you want to do your own special kind of bubble letters, that's fine. If you want to just do block letters, the easiest way to do that is to just pencil in where you want your letters to go. If you do it light enough, then you can just kind of go around that letter like that, and then I'll fill that in that way. And make those letters kind of stand out a little bit. So I'll get rid of some of these lines here. So I can turn those stick letters into big block letters. If you want to add a design, something that's unique to you, you could do baseballs if you're into baseball. You could do little hearts, star patterns, or stripes. You could keep it kind of simple. It could be one color background. I kind of like to add a little bit of pattern. Since I'm an artist, maybe I'll do like some paint splash background, sort of like that. And I'll just kind of fill in my background like that. And that's about it. We're going to stop here. I do not want you to take a Sharpie and start outlining. I do not want you to start coloring yet. This should take us to, we only have 30 minutes for art now, so I don't want you to spend so much time on it, but get your drawing so you're happy with it. And then what you're going to do from there is you are going to click on the flip grid and just kind of hold it up and show me. If you have questions about it, you can show me on your flip grid and say, Ms.E, can you help me figure out how to draw my eye better? And then I will get back to you and I will try my best to help you. But you should, if you follow the steps that I did and really use the guidelines to get the proportions right. If you really pay attention to where those folds are, you'll be able to get the proportions so it's going to look right. Remember, this is supposed to be a close-up view. So you might not get it right exactly the first time. If you want to practice on a practice paper first and then use one of your art papers that you got in your care package, go ahead and do that. I do want you to use one of your good 9x12 white art papers that you got with your materials, and just a pencil. That's all we're using this week. So hopefully this went okay for you. If you have any questions, please let me know, and have fun. I'll see you next time.